Hey, what is up, you guys? It's Redneck Dipper 98 back here again, and I got something really cool to review with you guys today. Uh, don't mind this on my neck. No, they're not hickeys. I already know people have asked me about it. No, I was in a paintball game. Was hit multiple times here, and a couple times on my chest, but besides the point. However, this is a gun review, just so you know, but this is on something a little different from what most people or most of what I review. I've never had a rifle before, and sadly I did not get to do this video before I started shooting it. I don't know why. My phone was acting up. YouTube capture was. It wasn't opening my camera. By the way, this is the Smoke Alien with the TFB12 Cloud Beast. Anyways, so what I have to review with you guys today, my cleaning rod is kind of hanging out here. Okay. So, this is the Zastava N-Pap AK-47, or AKM, people call it, because it's not fully automatic, and it has the synthetic grip. But I really don't know where to start, except with some minor features. Let me chamber check it before I get into this review. So, yeah, Zastava M70 N-Pap, imported from Serbia. I noticed a couple things that are different about some of the N-Paps that I've seen before on videos and everything. I was looking at an IO ink, which stands for Inner Ordnance, and this was a couple months back. I would say about 6 months ago. And I found out some really bad things about Inner Ordnance AKs. So I decided to go with the Zastava N-Pap, which has been a great rifle, has never had a malfunction, and I've put about 400 rounds through it in the past month, or a couple of weeks rather. So right off the bat, the difference on this one that I've seen versus some of the others I've seen is the wood. The furniture is really just coated really nice. It's real smooth. It's not surplus wood. That's what I'm getting at. And surplus ones would have some either engraving marks from the old AK-47s, with the original serial numbers and stuff like that. This one does not. It's a very smooth finish on this wood. Another thing, this one has a steel butt plate versus a rubber pad, which I really like the steel a lot better. It's more original, you know. Then this one also has the sling attachment on the back, which most of them that I've seen do not have that. I don't know why, but it just seems that way. But I'm lucky to have this one with that, because I really, as you can see, I put a sling on it. I do believe this is an original Russian sling, but it's brand new. I guess they're still making them. And this comes standard on all of them. Underneath this steel padding right here, first off, there's 2 screws right here to take this recoil pad off. Not much of a recoil pad, to be honest, but these 2 screws here and here, unscrew those, and then it's kind of a bitch to get it off, but you have to stick a screwdriver under there, or I do, and I just kind of pull up and backwards, and it pops right off, at least one direction. Because I prefer to leave one of these screws in here because it's stripped out on the inside and it does not want to screw out. It just kind of sits there and rotates. So I just swing it back around like that, and it chipped a piece of my wood off, but oh well. What I'm getting at is underneath this pad is a hole about that big around, and I think all of them come with that underneath their pads, but there's a bolt that runs through here, through this stock, that you can tighten if the stock becomes loose, which Mine is not, and that rattling you hear in there, there's a hole that goes in about that far before it hits the bolt, which starts about right there on this rifle. And I bought a Russian cleaning kit, one of the little tubular ones, and I just stuck it up in there and put this back on, and that's what you hear in there, because it did not come with a cleaning kit. $7 for this little cleaning kit I got inside of there. I'm not going to take it out because I don't want to go through the hassle of getting that pad off. If it was a little easier, I would. Another thing about this rifle is it comes with a cleaning rod, which the Inner Ordnance one did not. Maybe it was just where I was trying to buy it from. I don't know. But comes with the cleaning rod. It smells like carbon. It smells just like a pencil. Graphite. But it has the little screw part right there. I can't remember what it's called. And the trick to getting a cleaning rod in here, you don't just shove it back down like that. You gotta actually bend it a little bit, and then it pops right in. So yeah, that comes with a cleaning rod, sling attachment, steel butt pad, non-surplus wood furniture. And then one thing you can tell on this one that's different from an actual Russian AK-47 is it has 3 notches right here. And it kind of doesn't have that curvature underneath it. It's just flat. Whereas the AK-47, because this is a M70 AKM from Serbia, it has kind of a curvature that goes down a little bit like that. But this is just flat. Another thing, most of them I think come with it nowadays, but this one is a detachable muzzle brake. It's a slant muzzle brake. Sometimes I use it with the muzzle brake, sometimes I don't. But here's what it looks like. I don't really like using the muzzle brake for a couple reasons. One, I like a lot more flash. Two, I like it to be louder, to be honest. That's a little weird, I know. But I like really loud weapons. So yeah, there's a slant muzzle brake. I think most of them, like I said, come with it nowadays. This one, I think I saw this on a video, somebody testing the N-Pap out of the box. The accuracy, the sights are dead on. Post is not out of line. Now when I look, it looks like it's just about a millimeter to the left, but it's not giving me any issues. Another thing is it comes with the grenade launcher. Well, all of them do, but this one in particular goes up to 1,000 yards, whereas some of them just go to 800 or 500 or whatever. This one is the 5 rivet. Yeah, 5 rivets. 5 on that side, 1, 2, 3 on this side. 4, actually. I didn't notice that one, little one right there. Another thing about the N-Pap, and I think the O-Pap has it too, and I haven't seen the O-Pap anywhere for a long time, is it has that button right there to release the dust cover. If you do not press that button, this dust cover will not come off. That gets on some people's nerves. It doesn't really get on mine, but the reason it has that button is because it's sort of like an RPK thing, because, well, let's say the steel on it is thick like an RPK, made for heavy use. Now the reason they added that button on there is because the military, whenever they were using grenade launchers, I think what I heard was they were having trouble with the dust cover trying to pop off whenever they were launching grenade launchers. I guess the pressure from the grenades were pushing on the dust cover and it was trying to come off. So they just added that little button to kind of add security to it, make it stay on there better. This is semi-automatic, by the way, not fully automatic. It does not have the T-lip right here. Has just a standard lip right there, which it works great. And then it has this really nice grip, which I ordered a Romanian wooden grip for mine just earlier today. So I'm going to be installing a wood grip on it instead of this black polymer because I like it to be more original. But I like how it has the finger grooves because some of them are just flat and square and are just uncomfortable. Like the IO ink, I didn't really like it. But I didn't know anything really about AK-47s whenever I was looking at them. The IO ink one, but oh well. This one, another thing about the N-Pap is it has the bolt lock option. Well, you can actually, I think, I got a loaded magazine right here. I am gonna charge it on purpose to yeah, that's one thing about the N-Pap is if you have a round in the chamber and you have it on safety, just pull that bolt back like that and it's just enough room for a bullet to come out, but it will not chamber another round. Now let me find that bullet before I lose it. And I am using standard 7.62x39 Wolf steel cased ammunition. Wolf gets a bad rep, but it has never had a malfunction in my rifle and it has never hurt it, and it is non-corrosive. So by the way, it only came with one magazine. It came with a Magpul polymer PMag. I'm also using some Hornady black ammunition, tactical, ballistic, whatever you want to call it. It's got that, I think that's polymer or some shit like that. Really hard plastic on the tip, I guess to increase penetration. But that's Hornady black. Then I think it's a new kind of ammunition. I know it was new. My gun dealer said it was new. So, only came with one magazine. I did buy a steel one shortly after. This one is fully loaded. This is a Korean steel magazine. So I really wanted a surplus Russian one or Romanian or Serbian, either one. But oh well. Get what you get. Point is, I got my steel magazine. I'm more towards steel magazines, but the only problem is they wiggle around a little bit too much. Do I hear rattling inside there? Yeah. They have a little bit of mag wobble, but they don't come out, so it doesn't really bother me. So yeah, that's a cool feature about this, is if you have one in the chamber, it will not, if you have the safety on and it's hot, it'll pop it out, but it won't chamber another one. That's a really good feature. I should probably use that when I'm disarming it. But oh, another thing I just now noticed is that if the trigger is set for fire, it'll come all the way back like so. But if I do it like this, it won't come all the way back. I just now noticed that. Also, another cool thing, kind of hard to pull back. It's got the bolt lock feature, so you can lock it open at the range, because some gun ranges require your bolt to be open while it's not in use. And the O-Pap, I don't think it came with that. So that's one cool thing, is it has that bolt lock feature. And to get the dust cover off, to answer people's questions, you press this button right here, little button right there, and you push the middle button and it pops off. Now to take the recoil spring out, it will not move right now, but you push that button in again, there you go. Now you get your recoil spring out, and my sling just detached itself. Not a big problem right now though. So recoil spring, dust cover, bolt. I'll actually disassemble it for you in the video. Matter of fact, there we go. That was a little rough. I did not like that. As you can see, I've put about 400 rounds through it in total, so it's got a little bit of carbon on there from earlier today, but not too much. And you take the bolt out, just to put it back in, just slide it, rotate it around till it just fits in, and then to take it out, rotate it back around, pull it out. That's how you reassemble the bolt, and then the bolt carrier fits right up in here to the gas tube. And sometimes I have a little trouble with this bolt wanting to come out while I'm trying to reassemble it, but it really doesn't get on my nerves, so don't do it all the time. And to put this bolt carrier back in place, there's a little rail right here that it just push it in a little bit, and it goes straight back in. Take your recoil spring, put it up here into the notch with the bolt, push it in forward, put it back right there, and then to completely lock it back in place, push that button again, and then it goes right back. This dust cover, however, is a little bit of a pain in the ass to get back on. You have to push that button even to get the fucking dust cover back on. That kind of gets on my nerves like it is right now. Yeah, it's a bit of a bitch to get back on. I don't like, sometimes I like that button, sometimes I don't. It's being a cunt. It doesn't want to go back on. Maybe I'm just not pushing the button all the way in. There it goes. So now let's check it. It's a little bit dirty. Not too bad. And then also, I forgot. How did I miss that? It does have the scope rail right here. Scope mount rail. You have to buy another piece for that though. But it just basically comes up to right here as a rail that kind of hangs over the dust cover, and you just put your scope on there. So that's the basic review of this rifle. Yeah, Zastava, N-Pap, M70, AK-47. It is made in Serbia, so it is imported, as far as I know. Here is what it looks like with a magazine in it. And yes, it is on safety. This is what it looks like with a magazine in it. It almost looks like a 40 round magazine because it kind of hangs over a lot. Or maybe it's just the way I'm looking at it on camera. But in person it doesn't look like it's that damn big. You know, that's with a steel magazine. So, that ends this review of the Zastava M70 N-Pap AK-47/AKM. If you like this video, go ahead and drop a like. If you don't, I don't care. You can dislike it, you can not like it, leave it alone. Make sure you subscribe, guys. I'm going to try my best to upload this video tonight while I'm sleeping, because it takes hours to upload this shit from a mobile phone. So, like I said, if you like this video, go ahead and like it. If you don't, dislike it. And go ahead and subscribe, guys. I'll see you guys later.